Hey, what's up everybody? Social Reefer here and welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, I gotta say it, big shout out to everybody that's been supporting my channel, giving me thumbs up, engaging in the comments, subscribing to my channel, all of that good stuff. Thank you guys so much. That's the reason why I do this, to pass down information, to learn, to teach, and all that good stuff. The reefing hobby can be very complicated, especially if you're new to it. And I think that videos like these that I'm doing right now are very beneficial, because if you even check the comments in the past couple videos that I did, you can see people, contradicting what I'm doing right now. So it'll be very difficult, especially if you're not, experienced in this hobby, or if you're not well informed. It could be very difficult to follow through with something with confidence, because everybody has so much different point of views and so many different approaches in this hobby, so as long as you know that you're following through and you got really good source of information, just follow through fully on everything and don't half-ass it. And that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, without further ado, this is still day 3 right now. I haven't done my water change yet, but I'm making the video before I do the water change. I'm not gonna record myself doing so. I just want to show you guys how the corals are looking with the lights on. My blasto, for some reason, the mother colony, it's not that it's not open. I realize it's that in that specific spot, I know it's right next to the baby. It's just that this specific spot, there's a lot of current just blowing through there, and it's not really that happy on that spot. So I might just move it a little bit so that it won't get too much flow and it can fluff up just like the baby is next to it. But yeah, everything else is looking good. I'm gonna give you guys a visual. My torches are looking good. Everything is looking nice. I just fed, as you guys seen in the beginning of the video, but I'm trying to be quick with it because I am going to perform my water change right after this. These are my acros. I'm gonna zoom in so that you guys could see that the polyps are out. Hold on, it's focusing on the zoas in the back. But yeah, look, you see the polyps are out on the acros. Look at that. I don't know. It's a little blurry, I'm sorry about that, but you guys can see that the polyps are out on the acros. They're all looking pretty good. It's plain green acro right here. There's a story behind that, but I'm not gonna say nothing. But yeah, the acros are extended. You can see the polyps. So everything is looking healthy. I'm on day 3 of an antibiotic treatment. And yeah, no complaints on my end, to be honest. People that, from the research that I've done, people do up to 5-7 days of the antibiotic treatment before they start to, do water changes and things of that nature. But I have learned through extensive research that with a 3-day dose, it should be sufficient enough to be effective. And I wasn't having no crazy outbreak in my tank anyways, so I don't really need to go, that far deep into it. And on top of that, I already see the benefits that I was looking for in my coral. This torch right here that I mentioned in the first video, look at how beautiful the head looks. It looks so clean. It looks healthy. It looks like it healed, and I'm very happy, So, and this is the Ghani from earlier today. You can see it's full extension, polyps are out. It was closed up during the day, but it's doing good now. So everything is looking great, and I feel really good about it. After this water change, I'm just gonna continue my usual maintenance. I'm not gonna do nothing crazy. What I will tell you guys that I am going to do is I'm going to disturb the sand a little bit to make sure that I get any particles of the treatment that has been getting stuck in the sand bed to just not stay stagnant in there. I want it to go through my filtration system. And on top of that, I'm gonna try to grab as much of the debris that I can during the water change. After I do the water change, I'm gonna turn on my protein skimmer. I'm gonna turn on my UV. I'm gonna turn on my fleece roller. All the chemical filtration equipment that I have and the biofiltration, all of that good stuff, I'm gonna turn it back on. I will tell you guys, the one thing that I noticed, if you look up here where my numbers are, my apex is calibrated. My pH just went back up today, but during the treatment process, it did drop. It went down to like 8.1. It usually stays hovered in the 8.2s in my system. So it dropped a little bit, but then it bounced back up. My alkalinity, calcium, and everything else was very stable because I made sure that I kept everything dosing. I didn't stop my routines. I just turned off the filtration. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You know, it's just following through, being patient, making sure that you're observing your coral for any stress signs. If there are stress signs during the treatment, that means that you should stop the treatment. But in my case, everything was doing good for the most part. And I'm kind of familiar with the habits of my corals per se. Like I know during what time of the day they open and during what time they don't. I also know which corals are more finicky than others. So I know to look for all those little subtle details. Everybody's system could be different, obviously. But, you know, that's why it's important to observe your system, to, you know, analyze your system, learn your system, because not every reef is the same. But yeah, I'm about to do the water change. Like I told you guys, I got my two 20-gallon brute trash cans here filled and ready to go. I'm gonna do that water change today, and then I'm gonna prep another 20 gallons for tomorrow, or I might just do another 40 gallons tomorrow. Regardless, I'm at least doing 30% water change bare minimum, which would be, in my case, a total of 60 gallons. I'll be doing 40 today, 20 tomorrow, or maybe I could do another 40 tomorrow, which would put me a little bit above 30. But regardless, you know, after I do that, I will be dosing some microbacter. I might also dose some nitrifying bacteria, but I think I'll be okay. If you do the research, you would come to realize that a 3-day antibiotic treatment is not sufficient enough to kill all the biofiltration in your tank. It's just not. It's too quick and there's too much competition. And if you do even further research, you will learn that after 24 hours, the potency of the doses that you put in of antibiotics, it starts diminishing rather quickly. So with the water change and all the chemical filtration that we got, it'll even make it dissipate even further, you know? So as long as you follow through with your husbandry and make sure that you clean your tank properly after we do these type of treatments, I think we should be all right. Now, I'm going to tell you for my results, I'm not going to lie to you. It could be a placebo effect, but I don't think it is because my wife actually justified it for me when I had her do a walkthrough with me. I am seeing noticeable changes in the coloration in my corals, positive noticeable changes, where my banana is much brighter than it normally was and fluffier. You know, the gold streaks in my torches are more prominent, although it's not getting the same extension. But I'm okay with that because remember that flow with these power heads is not the same as it used to be. So it's a little bit stronger. So, you know, the corals got to adapt. But regardless, you know, I'm seeing a lot of subtle differences in coloration, in the little, you know, white patch that this Ghani had. It was slightly bigger than what it was now. And I'm sorry, I know I didn't anecdote all these things for you because this is something I'm doing for the first time too, and I'm doing my best to just walk you through it with me. But you're gonna have to take my word for it. You know, unfortunately, I am trying to be as transparent as possible, and I am not a savant in this hobby, you know. I still make mistakes. So regardless, I'm just trying to help you guys out. I really, really respect this community, and I'm trying to give you the most transparent information as possible. Now, another coral that I've been seeing really, really good positive changes on is my GMK Zoas. I remember going to my good friend Empire's Reef's house, and I seen his GMKs, and mines are still not there. But I remember just telling him like how much more beautiful and vibrant his are than mine's. And after this treatment, I am noticing that mines are starting to become much more vibrant than what they were. They're definitely giving me good signs. Now, I'm not gonna attribute all of that to this actual treatment, but I want to say that I haven't seen no negative effects. And if anything, I'm only seeing positive effects, you know? So with all that said, I'm about to start my water change, and I'm gonna keep filling you guys in on the things that I do on the days to come, you know? I know this is all verbal. Some people are better at learning by seeing people do it physically, but I'm not gonna record myself doing all of this. I got too much going on right now, and I'm doing my best to keep you guys informed. But with all that said, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you like this type of content, hit the thumbs up, you know, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, and let's talk about it. Let's learn from one another. Peace out.